got him!
First strike.
It's always felt like Halo Reach was made for big team, was made for Invasion. I think Invasion showcases what Halo Reach is. I mean, with the abilities, it's the one time I don't hate armor lock. I think armor lock, I've said it, I mean, man, we're going way back now, right when my channel was gaining in popularity. Halo Reach times, I remember that was actually, I believe it was during Halo Reach was the first time I left any real job and just started doing YouTube full time. That would have been in 2012. And I was, true story here, I was actually supposed to get a review copy of Halo Reach. And I was going to be, this would be my first review copy for Halo. So it was obviously very, very, very exciting. And they were experimenting with download codes and such at that time. However, what happened was a hacker, if you guys remember this, a hacker got a hold of Halo Reach. Got, you know, a hacker, however loosely we want to use that term. Someone got in the back end of Xbox and downloaded Halo Reach and leaked it before it was released. So they had to pull it from all digital download sources, so to try to stop the bleeding and stop the spread. And so when the time came, I could not download Halo Reach. I was supposed to get it a few days before or a week before, whatever, and have that download code, and it never came in because of that. But needless to say, I was pretty upset. They're like, okay, no worries. What we're gonna do is now send physical copies to everyone. My physical copy came a few days after, if not like a week after Halo Reach came out. So I played Halo Reach day one, I waited in line. Unfortunately, never got to play it early. So Reach was not my first early Halo game. That's just kind of a side story. Going back into it, Halo Reach, it's because it's not been in MCC, I feel like I haven't played it much, right? Like it's been so long. Certainly we've been able to play it again through the back compat system, which is, it's been, you know, had a rough start. It was a pretty shaky start for sure. It's the last game missing from MCC. And as long as we're not going to include ODST Firefight, which I hope everything goes super smooth so we can finally get ODST Firefight in the Master Chief Collection, because I love ODST Firefight. I think it's the best firefight experience. Not a fan of Halo Reach Firefight for a couple reasons, but maybe that'll change. Again, just revisiting it. But it's felt like it's been a long time since I've really logged some time on Halo Reach, and I haven't hated it. Reach was never my game, even though I'm sure it has those roots there of my channel growing and such, that I didn't start with that. You know, I was creating video content for Halo 2. Halo 3 was when YouTube was around. I was posting Halo 3 videos, but Reach was when it was becoming a thing. You know, I signed with IGN. That was pretty crazy. Man, what wild times back then. Back when you could have full customization of your YouTube background page. If anyone remembers that, that was so cool. But a lot of people actually remembered me for Reach back then, which is kind of crazy to think about, considering, you know, I talk crap about Reach a lot. I'm not afraid to. Reach it's not my Halo game. I think there's some pretty strange decisions in Reach. It's by no means a bad game. I always want to reiterate this. I think every Halo game's pretty darn great. You'd be hard pressed to find a bad Halo game. I stand by that. I think compared to other first-person shooters out there, especially, you know, both single-player and multiplayer experiences, those are rare. Those are increasingly rare in AAA titles, in any title, really. Multiplayer is very hard to do. It's very expensive. The maintenance, keeping online servers going and such, it's very difficult. I speak from experience. Very hard to do. And so companies are often going one way or the other, right? We saw the last Call of Duty game just say no to campaign, right? Let's just do multiplayer, right? And then they'll have some success here or there. A lot of games will only do campaign. A lot of indie devs will often not make multiplayer, and if they do, they'll say, yeah, never again, because that is too much. It's a whole other game. People underestimate that. So Halo is this last bastion of single player and multiplayer and just jam-packed full of modes. That's what Reach had. Reach had just awesome custom games. I mean, Speed Halo, that one where you're flying down a ramp at full speed in warthogs, and there's a guy with the gravity hammer trying to get you out. I played that just over and over and over. I didn't want to play anything else. I mean, I played some great zombies games and stuff too, but honestly, I can't tell you how much of my time, it feels like half of my time on Reach was spent just playing that custom game. It was so insanely fun. And I made these YouTube videos back in the day. I wonder if I might put them right here in the video if I can go find them again. Forge Fests, where I just invited people to play with me. And that was kind of it. The video was just us having fun on these custom games. And maybe we should redo that now that I'm thinking about it. That sounds like a good idea. But the custom games and the Forge in Halo Reach was just absolutely revolutionary. And it helped that you had all these abilities, the things people can just toy with. I mean, armor lock, right? Like you had jetpack. Things people could make using these abilities was just so cool. That customization is just amazing. And that's something I obviously want to see moving forward with Halo. I want to see the ability to play with, like, say, sprint or no sprint and jetpacks and thrusters and whatever direction they're going to go there. That's something I always want to have the option of doing in custom games and in Forge. The downside of Forge in Reach was that all of the maps became Forge maps. I can't tell you how many times I played on Uncaged or Caged or, well, the variants of that cube gray map. The Forge mode wasn't there yet. It wasn't like modern Forge where they could legitimately look like real maps. It was just gray. And that really hurt the multiplayer for me. I never thought Reach multiplayer was very good. Again, save for Invasion, big team. Those were always just a blast where all the, you had armor lock to counter vehicles and not just be a nuisance and a super ability. You had Bloom, which it's funny because at the time I remember getting flack for saying I don't think Bloom was that bad. I still don't. I'm weird about it. It's I still don't know how to feel about the whole thing, because the problem with Bloom in Reach is that once they got rid of it and they made these special new non-Bloom settings, it became kind of a different game and frustrating in a completely different way. You would just get killed right away. The team shotting with no Bloom DMRs was just wild. You just die right away. And you never really saw that in Halo, right? Like Halo should be, it takes this longer time to kill. And playing again on this flight here on the Xbox One flight was very frustrating in both ways. Playing the Bloom settings, I was frustrated because of Bloom. Playing without Bloom settings, I was frustrated without Bloom. Both were frustrating for different reasons. You'd spawn and you'd die. And oddly enough, I realize too now that no Bloom settings in Reach kind of feels like Halo 5 in a way. You have these super powerful long-range weapons. You can't zoom as far in Halo 5, so you don't really get that visual fidelity. But it is kind of the same thing. You start across from each other, you can just absolutely nailing lasers against each other, just dinging each other. And and the pacing as well as the pistol versus the DMR. I wonder how many people have made that comparison, because they're similar in a way, which is interesting. And I love Halo 5, so it's interesting that I didn't connect with Reach. And then you got people running around as elites. That always frustrated me. I know you elite people, there's a whole community of you guys that love playable elites, and don't get me wrong, I want playable elites as well. In a mode like Invasion, but in like competitive 4v4, please no, please no. I found frustration there as well. I mean, these squid lips that just wouldn't die, and I rage quit multiple times. I can't remember the last time I rage quit a video game, but even playing this, it's just a test flight. Why should I care? But playing this test flight, I rage quit. It's just Reach. It's my least favorite Halo. And I'm trying to, I don't think it's going to change. And it still hasn't. Even playing this flight, there's just things that really frustrate me about it. It looks great now, though. Let me tell you, there's certainly a huge improvement there. Visually, looks great. Feels pretty darn great. And I'm so excited to have this game back in our hands. It needs to be there to complete the Master Chief Collection. I'm so excited for it. And I'm going to be playing it. I can't lie, it's gonna happen, especially in things like Invasion that I actually do really like. I love the opportunities in Invasion. I love the bigger team maps. I think they're just an absolute blast. And some of the DLC maps in Reach and the skyboxes, amazing, just awesome. Love them. It's a unique Halo game. I'm very curious to see how I'm gonna feel with Reach on PC. I've got my hands on it here and there at events or whatever, and it feels awesome. And that's what I'm really looking forward to see. When it comes out, I'm gonna be playing on PC. I don't know if I'm even gonna touch it on Xbox, depending how, I assume it's gonna be kind of the whole cross-save thing. I don't wanna touch it on console. I'm too frustrated, but PC, being able to ideally change things like FOV and get all that figured out, PC-ified experience is going to be very exciting for me. I've been slowly moving to a PC preferred style of play for every game. That's why I love this new Game Pass Ultimate system where all these games are coming to PC and I just have them and as much as possible, especially crossplay. Sea of Thieves, I play half my teams on PC, half my teams on console. I love playing PC now. And I sometimes play with the controller. Like games like Gears of War, I refuse to play Gears of War with a keyboard and mouse. It's just it's a very heavy game. I don't think it really gives you a huge advantage to play with a keyboard and mouse in that game. So there's a game that I play, even Sea of Thieves. I'll switch between if I'm relaxing or I'm fishing. I'll do controller, just have it always plugged in, and maybe I'll even do the same with Reach, but I'm gonna be playing on PC. If you've played PC games and you've adjusted FOV, field of view, it becomes Quakeified, right? You get this fisheye effect where it actually makes the game faster. It feels faster, because it's just the nature of that point of view. You're just moving faster. And that's something that I think is exciting to me. I like my Halo to feel a little bit faster, especially over the years. My taste in that has grown. I like the more arena experience, and that can be kind of tailored towards me as I tweak those settings. But playing with a mouse and a keyboard, yeah, obviously it's going to be a huge learning curve, but we are gonna see some plays. I'm so excited to see the no scopes and just the crazy stuff you can do. It's how I've moved, and it's gonna open up the audience to this huge. The audience is just gonna explode. I'm so ready. I mean, every streamer out there who is not gonna try Halo when it's out, right? You're gonna have, I mark my words right now, you're gonna have multiple major content creators out there, YouTubers, streamers, I maybe say more streamers. It's kind of the way things are leaning lately in the industry. You're gonna have multiple of those guys regularly playing Halo PC. I guarantee you. They're taking their time with it. They're being real slow, which, thank God, it's been far too long. There's been far too many slip-ups from 343, and they need to win that trust back. And when they do, and when they realize this product, it's going to be an absolute game changer. We're going to see this massive influx of fans, old and new, coming back. I'm so excited. And even though it's Halo Reach, even though it's a game that is my least favorite Halo, I'm just gonna be on it. I'm gonna be grinding it. Something that certainly concerns me, though, is when are the other Halo games coming in? And we have Halo Infinite coming out next year. How much room? We don't even know when Reach is coming out, like officially. I imagine not too long, hopefully. Hopefully it's almost here, but then still we have so many other Halo games. Theoretically speaking, we're gonna have some PC Halo games released after Infinite. And is that going to take some wind out of its sails? I don't know, right? Considering Infinite would also be PC. So how is that all going to play together? I'm not sure. That's something that I'm very curious to see. But I am very excited to have Reach hold me over until Infinite, and hopefully maybe another Halo game in there. I want to play more. I want to play Halo on PC. I want to create Halo content. I want to see other people creating Halo content. I've been excited to see that on Twitter, seeing all these tweets of just funny clips, and like Uber Nick, who I'm playing with here. I'm playing with Uber Nick and Taquin. Those my flight buddies. It's all playing together. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna grind it, but I don't know what my feelings are gonna be. I'm curious to revisit this style of video once I've been playing on PC again and be like, hey, maybe I love Reach now, because on PC it plays different. I don't know. We're going to find out.
Core taken. Core locked. Double kill. 1 minute remaining. Core taken. Double kill. Killing spree. Elites win. Betrayal. Double kill. Betrayal. Game over.
Thank you for watching. I want to reiterate again that Halo is Halo. You know, if you like Halo, be all right in my book, right? I do still think all Halo games are just the best, right? Like just such great games. Halo's not for everyone. Not every Halo game is for everyone. You can all have your own opinions. You know, nothing for the most part is objective. Everything's subjective. You know, despite how convoluted that has become over the years on YouTube, and was always part of the reason why I started shying away. I got frustrated with how, like, oh, my opinion is fact now YouTube became. You know, I'm always trying to keep everything very subjective and just say my thoughts on things. Halo Reach is, I want to like it more, and we'll see. We'll see what I feel like when it comes to PC. I'm trying, and I'm still gonna grind it. I'm still gonna play. And maybe my opinion will shift, and when it does, I'd love to have another chat. In the meantime, curious your thoughts about Halo Reach. Am I off base here? Do you think I'm crazy? You know, let me know. Always curious your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bell up, bro down, hang loose.